Well, as we look to the second rides, Steve Smith had a good ride first time out. He goes again in this one against Ivor Matthews, and John Halsey, who had a win first time out. Away we go, and it is John Halsey and Jason Glenie that get to the front as they go into that first bend, pursued by Ivor Matthews, and Steve Smith is there on the outside as well. So with a first ride win for John Halsey and Jason Glenie, things look to be going in the right direction, certainly for John Halsey and Jason Glenie this afternoon. Ivor Matthews holding a brilliant tight line on that bottom bend. He really has got the sight lines worked out, but the outfits that have been forced to go wide do appear to be getting around the bends a little bit quicker than Ivor Matthews. Steve Smith is trying to get that second place to go down that back straight, working hard on that outfit to get into that second spot. But again, watch how Ivor Matthews hugs a really tight line. Everybody else drifts out, but Ivor Matthews does come through tight once again. John Halsey and Jason Glenie are doing the points quickly in between the first leg rides, and they are moving up from 9th place that they were in before they started the competition. Or the second half of the competition, I should say, of course, this afternoon. And by my reckoning, they've got themselves up into equal 6th place from that first ride. So you can see how quickly the positions change. And when I talk about positions changing, it's Steve Smith going to go for the win in this second ride. He's pushing hard on John Halsey. John, I'm sure, is aware that he's there now as they come into this bottom bend. Steve Smith looks for the outside line as they start to come towards the line. John Halsey has put it almost sideways, and Steve Smith is going to take it. Steve Smith takes the win. John Halsey gets second. Ivor Matthews gets third. Well, I'm sure John Halsey and Jason Glenie would have felt they were sailing home to another win. But tremendous riding once again from Steve Smith.
Where we go again, Ivor Matthews making a cracking start. Colin Blackbourn looks like the outfit going with him. But it looks like number 52, Andy Robson, leads are going into that bottom corner, but Blackburn gets through on the inside. Ivor Matthews trying to follow through. Robson taking a tight line on the inside. I think we've lost a sidecar wheel or something's come up on that bottom corner. There's Blackburn leads then. From Robson second, Matthews now slips through in the second place and sets about chasing Blackbourn. It's Beavis in form. Ivor Matthews trying to get through on the inside of Colin Blackbourn as they go down the back straight once again. They're shoulder to shoulder. Matthews trying to get through on the inside. Matthews gets through on the inside, but Blackbourn goes back round the outside. Robson holds a watching brief in third place. Matthews on the inside pushes Blackbourn really wide coming out of that bottom corner. Blackbourn keeps his screwed on round the outside. Tremendous action between these two at the front. It's Matthews on the inside. Blackbourn again totally coming into the outside. It's Robson still back in third, holding a watching brief in third, but Beavis is in fourth place as Matthews leads him into that bottom corner again. Colin Blackbourn gives it everything round the outside of that bottom corner. Ivor Matthews pushes Blackbourn really wide. They're close, they're locked together as they come by us to start the last off, and Blackbourn's got round the outside. Matthews comes again back up the inside line. Terrific stuff on that top corner. Matthews on the inside, Blackbourn totally coming to the outside. There's half a bite between them as they go to the back straight for the double time. It's Matthews on the inside, Blackbourn on the outside. Robson in third. Blackbourn again gives it everything round the outside line. Ivor Matthews pushed him really wide. It's a race for line. Ivor Matthews gets it. Then Colin Blackbourn in second place. It's Andy Robson in third, David Symon Beavis in fourth. Absolutely scintillating stuff between Colin Blackbourn and Ivor Matthews. Ivor Matthews on the inside, Colin Blackbourn taking the long way round for the complete 4 laps. He got past Ivor Matthews once, but Ivor Matthews back through on the inside of that top corner. Super 1000cc sidecar action in race number 32.
Then 350, Ian and Jason Holmes. So he's going to be busy if he was on with Wayne Boys in that last race. And we've got 878, Richard Jenner, and I believe Nick Walters. Only see 5 outfits on the line, so I think we are missing Richard Jenner. Yeah, what's this? There's some wet stuff on my window here. You've got your umbrellas up. What's going on out there then? I want to get a job in the dry like me and Don and Anne here. Off they go then. Down the first straight, looks like Ian and Jason Holmes at break first, but Bob Paul Baseby are hard up the inside. Holmes second into first place. Holmes boys trying to go around the outside. Bob Baseby spins hard around that one. Joe Adams takes the lead then from Bob and Paul Baseby in second place, then Ian and Jason Holmes in third. And then Andy Glenie with Kev Bovis. I think that's reckon Andy Colvin at the back. Going to be enough to get there. Jerry Adams on the Godden V twin from Bob Baseby on the 1000 ZX10 Kawasaki. Jerry Adams, Shaun Pittock then lead from Bob and Paul Baseby in second place. Those two very tight together. A little bit of a gap then to left back. Bob and Paul Baseby hard up on the inside there, trying their hardest to get that lead back. And they had it before they overspun on the first turn. I reckon Andy Colvin now ahead of Andy Glenie and Kev Bobis. Well, the last turn, all the last time, Bob Baseby really pushing out on the inside. Very, very close. Jerry Adams just gets there. Bob and Paul Baseby in second place. No love lost between those two. They was very close on the line. Ian and Jason Holmes, a comfortable third place for them. Eric and Andy Colvin next.
Sorted out as they get underway. We look across that far side. Quickly looking to see who it is that's got to the front as they sort themselves on that first turn. Rustling is there in second place as they come down past me for the first time. It is Rob Bradley that's got to the front. Dave Steer goes after Rustling, who's got himself into second place. Dave Steer gets around Rustling and gets to second, but it is at the moment Rob Bradley and Ann Holmes that lead from Dave Steer and Rob Sharrocks in second. Craig Cheatham now trying to get in on the action as well. Rustling still there in third. Craig Cheatham trying to go around the outside of him from that fourth spot. But Dave Steer perhaps has got visions of getting a race win here. Chases after Rob Bradley. He's certainly not letting Rob get away from him as he goes around that bottom turn, but Rob Bradley reacts. Now Dave Steer perhaps is quicker up the back straight. Gap closes going into this top turn. Dave Steer goes right up on Rob Bradley's back wheel. He's gone a long way round. Well, Rob Bradley reacts, which means he's gone wide as well, which means that Rustling has got it back in on the act. Oh, well, those two both forced each other wide. You can see exactly what happened. Rustling was allowed to get the advantage by just staying on the inside. And if the same thing happens on this last turn, you never know. We could end up with Rustling winning it. Well, what's going to happen with the battle of those front two? There was Rob Bradley locks it all up. He's trying to stay much, much tighter this time. Oh, Dave Steer goes round the outside, and this time he's done it. Dave Steer takes the win. Rob Bradley in second, Rustling in third, and Craig Cheatham in fourth.
So as they line up, Rob Wilson is in the centre of the gate. Next to him is Andrew Cleave and Dave Power. Mick Cave has made a better one though, and it's Mick Cave that shows as they go into the first turn. So Rob Wilson in second at the moment. Andrew Cleave is looking for that second, and he's got through into second. Paul Bickley follows him through as well as they go down the back straight, and it's Paul Bickley right on the back wheel of Andrew Cleave, but Mick Cave and Mick Stace have got away. Mick Cave and Mick Stace leading on the inside. Rob Wilson's gone a long way around on the outside. He's up into third place, I think, as they go into that pit bend. He stayed wide, he's staying right on the outside. It can be a fast line, and he gets the fast line going down the back straight and gets himself into third. Gary Jackson has moved through as well into fifth place, but it's the first four that we're watching as Mick Cave is coming under pressure from Andrew Cleave. Rob Wilson staying wide and Andrew Cleave just pushes him by. Rob Wilson moves into second. Can he hold it? Andrew Cleave comes back at him. They both close up on Mick Cave. Mick Cave has slowed. Rob Wilson stays wide, and as they go down the back straight, he has to settle with third place again. Looks to challenge again as he goes into that bottom turn. Mick Cave and Mick Stay still holding it. Andrew Cleave tries to get through on the inside. Those two looking up, and Rob Wilson's got the Wilson gets all the way around the outside of both of them as they lock themselves up, and Andrew Cleave has seen the gap. Robbie leaves a gap on the inside. Andrew Cleave goes for it, but Rob Wilson comes back at him as they go down the back straight. Tremendous heat this one, as Rob Wilson has got himself into the front, but Andrew Cleave is on the inside. Rob Wilson on the outside. They come to the line and Rob Wilson gets it. Andrew Cleave in second. Mick Cave, I think, has crossed the line in third. But what a tremendous race. Well, there was no predicting who was going to get that. There was a lot of hard work going on. A tremendous victory for the leader of the competition so far, Rob Wilson, and Ian Whale.
This is the 1999 final. Mark Edwards has made a terrific start. Rustling has gone with him. Rob Wilson has been forced wide. So Ivor Matthews has got a lot of work to do. Rob Wilson has got away. He's made the best of that first turn as he goes into the bottom bend. Problems to Mark Edwards as he pulls out. He was in second. It means that Rustling has gone up into second. Ivor Matthews is already up into third place. So Ivor Matthews could be making a challenge on those front two as Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Chasing after them in that bottom turn. They look very, very quick in that bottom turn. Ivor Matthews has closed up on Rustling. The three of them together as they come out of that bottom turn. Rob Wilson still piling the pressure on. Ivor Matthews is chasing after Rustling. Ivor Matthews quickly up into second, and already he's closing down on Rob Wilson. One more lap to go as they go into that top turn for the last time. Ivor Matthews. Has stopped in the middle of the bend. They've stopped in the middle of the bend, and Ivor Matthews and Symon Wall, who've really set the pace this afternoon, have got away, and I'm convinced that that was a back wheel puncher for Rob Wilson. What great shame for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Didn't he again do brilliantly though, hanging on to it? Ivor Matthews, brilliant driving from him. He was in the position to take advantage, but when Rob Wilson hit problems, what a great piece of driving to get through on the inside of him.